from Dr. Sarah Jibril's election campaign outfit. And Dr. Jibril's outfit, I believe, is "Our tomorrow cannot wait." That is the motto of the campaign outfit. So to represent the campaign outfit is going to be Engineer Alex Okeke. Mr. Okeke, Engineer Okeke, lives in the Washington, D.C. area. He works with Maryland Department of Transportation. He's been there for 25 years and is currently a senior highway engineer. He is a member of the Nigerian Policy Council, which is NIPOC, a non-profit institutional think tank which advocates through policy initiatives a well-governed Nigeria committed to global peace and the betterment of the life of its citizens. Interestingly, in 1998, Engineer Okeke did actually participate as a candidate in Nigerian election under the defunct UNCP for the Federal House of Representatives for Nnewi Federal Constituency. I think he says it was rather impossible for one to go from diaspora to contest for election in Nigeria. I like the way he puts it, but all the same, it was a good try. So I think on that note, please join me to welcome Engineer Okeke to the podium.
First of all, I would like to thank the organizers of this association that organized the forum, making it possible for me to be here. And more especially to Dr. Goji, whom I've known for some time now, especially when I contested for the office in Nigeria. He was chairman of the UNCP in America then. Thank you. Well, first of all, I have to go back to the morning session where Dr. Ugoji made some comments. By the way, Dr. Ugoji, you forgot to mention that Dr. Sarah Jibril contested in that presidential election of Abiola under SDP, only to come second to Abiola. And but she was neglected, maybe because she's a lady, or by the grace of God. Okay. And in 2003 also, she contested for president of Federal Republic of Nigeria under Political Congress, Action Congress, PAC. And finally, again, you forgot to mention. You mentioned that history is about to be made by one of the candidates coming from the minority. You also forgot to mention that a woman is about to come in too, to make a history. Okay. Now, I am happy to be here on behalf of Dr. Mama Sarah Jibril, a candidate for President of Federal Republic of Nigeria under People's Democratic Party, PDP. Unfortunately, she could not be here today and has directed me as a friend she has known for many years to come and deliver a message to the people, Nigerian People Forum. Now, as a messenger, I have to read her message. And I believe I have that. Can you please help me pass that out, please? The letter is short. Just take me a few minutes. Sarah Jibril, a candidate for PDP, date December 4, 2010. To the executive and members of Nigerian People Forum USA, I salute you. Ladies and gentlemen, I am grateful for the opportunity to be represented here today and for the invitation accorded to me by the NPF USA. I am humbled to be running for the right to represent PDP as their presidential candidate for 2011 presidential election. I apologize for my inability to be present. In my absence, I have authorized Alex Okeke to represent my vision for Nigeria. As you may know, since after the Civil War, Nigeria has been at a crossroad for lack of leadership. The successive leaders have mismanaged the nation's wealth and in the process mortgaged the full of the nation, the future of the nation, our children and our children's children. The various leadership have failed to lead us fulfill the needs and aspirations of the masses. Nigeria has been beset by corruption, failure of government to create an enabling environment that breeds quality education, access to quality health care, economic and community development, and jobs for graduates. We have failed to develop livable communities and safe streets, reliable power supply and access to quality water supply, good roads, protection of natural resources, affordable housing, agricultural production, and an efficient, responsible local government reform. We have mental capacity to support sustainable nation building, professionalization of the bureaucracy, and global competitiveness. The problems are further exacerbated by lack of leadership with a vision to lift our people up from an ever-ending hopelessness and despair. As a matter of fact, a handful of people in leadership positions are making a pretty damn good living on the misery of the people of Nigeria. I see misery and suffering. I see despair. I see escalation of poverty and youth helplessness. I see dangerous divide and lack of unity. These are we replaced with opportunity, inspiration, and unity. These problems are suffocating more than 120 million people are the reason why I am running for the presidency. I understand that I am up against a formidable glass ceiling as a woman. However, I believe that no man or woman has a monopoly on wisdom, vision, and leadership. You and I watch Nigeria, a nation blessed with everything that God can offer, degenerate into a failing state. The primary function of the government is to build its population and protect them, and any nation that cannot guarantee these responsibilities is a failed state. This inevitable consequence of failing leadership is staring Nigeria and its people in the face, and that threat is real. There is a need for a change and a new leadership order. A change rooted in a vision. I represent that change. My vision for Nigeria is one of creating a new future from the current prevalent facts, issues, and challenges, hope, dreams, danger, and opportunities. As a leader, I intend to turn the problems facing Nigeria into opportunities. I will inspire public purpose, replace hopelessness and despair with buoyancy of hope, assure transparency and accountability, and lift Nigeria out of the drum of poverty, neglect, and corruption. Late Senator Ted Kennedy stated that presidency of Barack Obama is the first urgency of now. Likewise, the need of visionary leadership and change in Nigeria is a fierce urgency of yesterday. Status quo is no longer an option. This is why I'm running for the presidency. People elect politicians to run the government, but in Nigeria, the politicians have become faceless government and unresponsive to the need of the people. Nigeria has created a vacuum of leadership, and all the various institutions have become bluntly corruptive. The leadership apparatus is like a toxic asset that needs a total destruction and rebuilding. Nigerian leaders have no skill set to govern. We cannot allow incompetence and ignorance to pass for wisdom. I strongly believe that the future of Nigeria cannot be shaped by the forces beyond its control, but by individual sacrifice and destruction contribution to the society, including visionary leadership. This is why I'm running for the president. For a long time now, the government has not enjoyed any tangible benefit from government. As a result, there is little incentive for the population to support the government. This is why I'm running for the president. And with your support and support of other progressive people of Nigeria, I will change and reverse this lack of trust and transparency in the federal government. I am not running for the office of president to maintain the status quo. I am running to change the new direction for Nigeria, to reset the policies and the economy for a new era, reinforced by a new vision that is inclusive, destructive, dynamic, prosperous, and realistic, and bring unity and sanity to the governance. Finally, my campaign has decided that a running mate should come from a diaspora and will be a person of Southern origin with a good credential. If elected, I will, number one, bridge the North-South divide and unite the country. A divided house cannot prosper. Number two, expand opportunity for women. Number three, enlist the skill and talent for Nigerians abroad in development and redevelopment of Nigeria. 4, protect natural resources and the environment. 5, improve the quality of life for all Nigerians. 6, institute transparency, accountability, and ethics in the government. 7, utilize the nation's resources and human capital in the diaspora to promote desired growth and economic development for all. 8, reorganize the federal government and reorient it to the 21st century. 9, provide opportunity for diaspora voting. 10, establish SOFA standard and vetting process for candidates for political office. Building a prosperous Nigeria is not a destination, but a journey that requires a roadmap, and on that roadmap, together we can change Nigeria for good. Thank you, and have a great holiday season. Signed, Dr. Mama Sarah Jibril. Slogan, Restoration and Stability in 2011. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Engineer Okeke. Very well articulated. I think being a campaign sort of mini manifesto, I'm not going to really make much comments about it, but this is really well articulated. And on that note, we want to bring yet another campaign